Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. A new Nekroz card was revealed earlier, no, it was yesterday. It's an okay card. Can I call it a boss monster? Probably not. It has like two separate effects. It's level 10 by the way, keep that in mind. It has a little over 3000 attack, that could be crucial. But outside of that, it basically negates a monster effect from your opponent, so it lets your Nekroz play go through, like through hand traps, Nibiru, Blossom, Veiler. You need to like sacrifice a monster for that in order if your opponent activates like a monster effect. That's once per turn, obviously. And when I first saw the card or read the card, I was like, okay, this seems okay. But then I was like rereading it and I was like, oh, this actually is quite nice. Because its first effect states that you can, use its in-hand effect, for example, and then like sacrifice or tribute up to 2 Nekroz monsters, I believe, and then send up to the same amount of Nekroz monsters or cards, important cards, from your deck to the graveyard. So that can be like ritual spells, and like you can banish those ritual spells immediately from the graveyard if you have an empty field. So basically getting those free pluses, and at the same time potentially, like if you tributed the regular effect Nekroz monsters like Shurit or the Magician one, or like the other ones like the Dragon one or the Spellcaster one, you can get those beneficial effects. So that's where this new Nekroz monster is definitely quite powerful, since at the same time, Nekroz has the ability to ritual summon a monster from the graveyard as well. So again, if you have Shurit, you can just get your new Nekroz, I'm not going to butcher its name, to the field to potentially, let you play under Nibiru or prevent your opponent from using Nibiru. So that's something that this deck now got more. And as you saw in the list, in the deck list currently, I believe there's like 42 cards in the main deck. Some ratios might be strange, like 1 Mega Zoboric and 1, the Divinity's Fiend with 2 tributes that's searchable off of Ben 10. I'm not really sure. Like Mega Zoboric is obviously good, but it's a non-searchable tribute monster, and okay, if it goes off, I mean, you're probably going to win the duel because of the multiple pluses you're getting off of it, but again, it's not really searchable. Not really optimal at the same time. Okay, you need an incantation as well to get the 2 tribute monsters on the field, right? Let's say if you happen to open it with Manju, okay, well, you only have 1 normal summon, so if you're going for the normal summon Manju or Mega Zoboric, so and that's why I feel, well, okay, you could definitely slap in 3 Mega Zoboric to increase the chances of opening with at least 1, but I mean, going second the card is not that strong. So just a one-off, if I open with it, that's fine. If I don't open with it, that's cool. I mean, drawing like mid-game, it feels awkward as well. But yeah, anyway, Zodiacs, this is a problem board. As you saw, like the current extra deck, I'm playing Utopia the Lightning as well. But that's something that I wasn't playing in this duel, so I didn't really have an out for Mega Clubs. Decisive Armor also is not in the main deck to give the beneficial 1000 attack boost. So yeah, that's a problem. Unicorn is not negating the Mega Clubs here in this case. It's negating Zeus, but yeah, that's basically it. Trishula is not able to banish the Mega Clubs, but I mean, I believe it's only affected by monster effects that are exceeds, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was the case, so I have to pass. Mega Clubs still staying on the field, and let's face it, I mean, Zeus currently it's a ridiculous deck, right? I mean, the fact that Shekandin can like reborn like the Trident for next turn at the same time, like any Zoo monster can just serve as a Zeus. Crazy stuff. Impermanence is indeed an out for Mega Clubs, but yeah, it's not going to do anything in this case because both Trident and Zeus are on the field, and I don't think I have any play left, so that's a bummer. But no out for this, right? Anyway, this new Nekroz ritual monster, that's one of the reasons why I went back, I guess, to the incantation build and add in like a couple of the other regular Nekroz monsters like Ariel and the Spellcaster one, level 4 that searches like Valkyrus or Unicorn from the deck, when it's like tributed. So That's something I like, right? This new Nekroz monster also kind of unbricks your hand. Like, let's say Tribute Ariel and a regular Trishula, for example, from your hand. Because again, opening with Trishula, not that great, unless, of course, Impermanence or something like that. But you know what I mean, right? It's not really optimal. Well, that's where this new Nekroz monster can come into play and hopefully sacrifice some of the regular, like Shurit or, you know, like the regular effect Nekroz monsters to get or trigger their search effects and keep you playing, I guess. So now during your opponent's turn, Unicorn is on the field to prevent, you know, extra deck monsters from being used, I guess. Being able to negate one monster effect by sacrificing something. Ben 10 also triggers when it's sacrificed or tributed, I guess, thanks to this new, like, level 10 Nekroz monster. And yeah, most importantly, having the Valkyries on the field, or, you know, Valkyries in hand for some Unicorn protection. I mean, it's still Nekroz, right? It's still Unicorn. Get out Unicorn as fast as possible. This new level 10 Nekroz monster just gives Nekroz some beneficial negations, interruptions during your opponent's turn as well, but the core of the deck still plays the same. Other options, as you might have seen in like the extra deck, which a build I kind of prefer a bit more compared to the incantation build, is like a build that I've been like reviewing a couple of times before, is the Deskbot version, where, you know, Deskbot 3 into Deskbot 1 equals Helgi Fibrex equals Auroradon with double Deskbot 01, and, you know, you can special summon Herald of the Arclight multiple times, Dagusta Emerald, you know, like getting those beneficial draws and searches. But I don't think anyone wants to see another Helgi Fibrex, you know, like combo, right? Yeah. So that's why I went with this one. Drytron is another option, but I feel that Drytron, it's just, well, then I guess you're not playing like a Nekroz. Like, I think if you're going for the Drytron route, I feel that you're just going to play full Drytron and maybe tech in like a Nekroz of Trishula. That's basically it. So that's why I went for the incantation route with Megazaborg also, and you know, Ben 10 for the, you know, for the Vanity's Fiend. The 2 tribute one, right? Vanity's Ruler, that's the name I was looking for. So anyway, yeah. Get Unicorn on the field, another search for Herald. Who knows, Herald might be restricted. It's one of those cards that obviously it's very strong. Nekroz for now is not really like a top tier deck, maybe tier 2-ish. But still, like, Herald is one of those cards that, you know, might get limited in the future. So anyway, use the new Nekroz again, last example, right, against Orcus going first. So this is cool, having Shurit again. I mean, this seems like a standard play. It's just the fact that now, with this new Nekroz monster, it just gives your deck the ability to put it up as soon as possible and make sure that your Brionex Surge goes through, your incantations go through, if your opponent has like a Blossom or a Veiler or whatever. So you could potentially negate their monster effects with your Nekroz level 10. And that's the beautiful part, is that your Nekroz level 10 has the ability to sacrifice monsters on the field also. So that's where your incantations, which otherwise would be like that, or, well, okay, they're like Valkyrie's Tribute Father to get those draws, but I mean, it's just basically extra Tribute Father. So again, really cool, this board. Okay, no extra deck monsters. The opponent is still able to, you know, like, go full on monster effects because of the impermanence here. But again, having the Valkyries on the in my hand to prevent my opponent from cleaning my board through the battle phase. And the monster effect negation definitely helps out. No Trishula to negate the impermanence earlier, but I mean, that's fine. I could have negated the Ash Blossom here, but again, just making, I mean, Dagusta Emerald here is not that, well, it's useful, obviously, but it's not that game-breaking, so just making sure that I can push for game by not using the new Nekroz level 10, and, you know, you can just keep pushing, pumping out Tornado Dragon as well, and, you know, just drop Trishula eventually and go for game. So, this new Nekroz monster from the Selection 10 pack, I feel it definitely has a place in the deck. It needs more playtesting. I'm not really sure if, you know, it's optimal to add in the other effect monsters other than Shurit, that is, like Ariel, for example. But there is synergy with this new Nekroz level 10 monster. But again, that needs more playtesting, right? Not really sure, like Drytron might be something to test out as well, play as well. But the incantation route with Zaborg is definitely something I like, next to the Crystron, Helki, Fibrex, Deskbot plus 10 combo first turn with Auroradon. But again, that's up to you if you want to play that. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.